All right, I can't stop doing my intro. Welcome to WSUG. Hold on. Welcome to WSUG. Sugar Delights. Plug. I gotta do that. Giving you the 411. What's up, y'all? Okay, we coming up on that Friday. We're coming up on that Friday. Couple days. I'm hoping that it goes right, but it'll probably be. Take a minute. But my advertising is right, so people know that it's coming up. And I hope that people show up to at least listen. What's up? Keep it cute. What's up, girl? How you doing? Happy good morning. Good morning. Good morning. 3 people in the chat and 3 thumbs up. I like it when it's like that. Hey, girl. Good morning, boo. What you doing up? It's early. Natasha, what's up? Lady Marie. Well, y'all doing? All right. First of all, this motherfucking cold. It's ice. And guess what? I'm not going to risk my life trying to drive in this shit. They say that the salt don't work below 27 degrees. I'm still sliding. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. So, what's the title of this? I don't know what the title is. Damn, I forgot it. Okay, so that's my take on it. I ain't going nowhere. They gotta fix these roads. It's not gonna happen. Hold on, let me see. I forgot the name of the damn title, y'all. Ain't that some shit? Feel my dumb ass. Hold on. I gotta find it. I'm going somewhere with this shit. Oh shit, I don't know what I'm doing. View my channel, hold on. Alright, what it says? Staying single. Damn. My Lisa! Staying single. Don't forget, y'all. Single black women dating after 40, 50, 60, and 70 will be happening on Friday at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get your drink, get your smoke, get your popcorn, and get ready to hear different opinions about dating, especially in 2026. Now, I went over there and looked at Big A, right? You know, it's over between me and Rax and all of that. What's up, Lynn? What's up? What up? What up? I know, the snow is about killing me. Listen, that shit didn't last long, did it? That shit did not last long. And then I listened to what she was saying. And there's only key points, you know. I'm gonna agree when it's room to agree. Alright? When you get older, alright? Okay. And you single with no kids. I can tell y'all this. Alright? You're not married. You're single. You ain't got no real steady man. You ain't got no kids. Your shit becomes your shit. You know what I'm saying? And you really can't really live with nobody unless you got your own space. And you can't switch up the game when it fits you after somebody is gone in half. You understand what I'm saying? You can't switch up within a 3-week period and think a motherfucker's supposed to get out and not get back nothing. When you move in with somebody and that person pays half and they get a key, you can't just arbitrarily make the decision to put them the fuck out because you want peace. It was okay when you was taking the money. It was okay when this so-called person gave you the money and you gave it back because he wanted to give the money because he wanted to keep. Okay. It's okay. I mean, I'm just saying, unless you know and you have already had experience in it, you know, how are you going to kick somebody out after they gave you half of the money? After they moved all of their furniture into your basement? Then you eavesdrop on conversations about the place where he used to live and said it was the stank house. That he had to scrape shit off of the floor with a razor blade. It was so funky. So if you know a person is able to live in a dog cage house, and you know they're accustomed to funk and nastiness, and then I hear her say the toilet's all pissed up and that she's not going to clean it, that speaks volumes. Yeah. You gotta draw a line in the sand before you start the game. That means, what are you willing to do and not to do? Ain't that the age-old game? People can teach you two things, what to do and what not to do. I look at people's experiences, and believe it or not, I learn from their experience. Well, I know I ain't gonna do that, because I seen that didn't work out too well for her. But you got to get growth, knowledge. Knowledge is growth. Experience is knowledge, which makes it growth. If you have already been there and done that, why rewind the tape and go back? That to me is the dumbest thing ever in life. Unless you are trying to be manipulative, unless you're trying to shim sham and flimmy flam, unless you're trying to do some, finagling and finagling, right? You have an ulterior motive, because when the money was there, you was ready. To me, that don't make no sense. And I'm telling you, it go hand in hand with what I'm getting ready to start talking about. That's going to be my channel. Single and dating. Now, okay, I don't have no kids. I'm saying what I'm saying. I don't have no kids. And it's not because I didn't want them. Okay? I don't have none. God didn't bless me with none. Instead of saying that, it's because I don't have no patience, or it's because of none, God just didn't bless you with it. Coming to the fact of knowing that you ain't gonna know unconditional love, because you only get unconditional love from your children. What's up, Zora? Thank you, baby. Now I'm saying Zora. Oh, shit. No, well, I'm just saying Zora, shit. I like Zora. I ain't gonna get to the other side. Zora, Zorea. Can I just say Zora? I like the word Zora. It sounds like my son's name, Zori. Okay. It's like my son's name, Zori. It's just the O and the A is different. So, you said Zorie. I just want to say Zora. What up, baby? I'm basically what I'm saying here, y'all, for real. What I'm really saying is, you know, you already know your limitations. Now, I tried, and the last time was the last time. I realized that I don't want to share my space with nobody. I realized that I don't want nobody living with me. No man. Okay? I don't want to live with nobody. I want to stay in my own thing. And then here's my thing. If I got my own room, okay, and that's my own space, I can get along with anybody if I got my own space. So I can be in my room with the door closed doing what I want to do. And in fact, we all need to get into that frame of mind because times is tough and they're going to get tougher. And it's a lot of times, you know, we're so, as black people, we're so stupid. You know, the Vietnamese and all them other people, they got the right idea. We're going to all bang up together, and we're going to all band together. But black people don't do that. Even in black relationships, female, male, whatever. We don't do that. Look, when I'm friends, I'm going to tell you the one person that you can ask. Two people you can ask. Carpe and Pud. They know I'm a good friend. I'm a loyal friend. I'm worried about you. I'm calling to check on you. I'm making sure because you crossing my mind. Because I'm your friend. I'm your friend. I'm a loyal friend. But I believe girlfriends don't know the basic instructions about a friend. Even to a guy. He is too long in the bathroom. He bringing his son over and they talking about the stank house. And you eavesdropping. You knew all of these things came with this guy. Okay? So if you knew all of that came with this guy, then maybe you should have just understood that shit and not let him move or get an understanding or something. First of all, if you know a motherfucker will shit in your toilet and leave that motherfucker in there till you feel like you got to use some acid to break the shit up, that's not a good mix. If you know that a man go in the bathroom and fuck the bathroom up, you got to let that motherfucker know, look, around here, we don't piss on the toilet seat. Around here, we don't piss on the floor. And if you do that, here is a Clorox cleanup wipe. I suggest that you wipe this shit the fuck down. Now, as a female, I'm not going to sit there and say, I'm not going to clean it up. Because I got to sit my ass on the motherfucker, but I will fuss and holler and argue and talk major shit. I'll break the toilet seat. You won't take a shit on this motherfucker no more. I'll turn the motherfucking toilet. I'll tear that motherfucker out the wall. Get ready for your outside. Oh, girl. Ooh, okay, stay cool. All right, baby. You know, train them. You got to train them. Whenever I lived with a guy, they already knew my pet peeves. My bathroom got to be clean, and my kitchen got to be clean. I can't fuck around. I can't, definitely the bathroom. My bathroom's my OCD. That's my OCD. I can't stand it. Okay? You got to be mindful of the toilet, especially. Oof. Oof. She said the bathroom was all pissed up and she's not cleaning it. Alright, girl. Be safe and not sorry. She said that the man pissed up the bathroom and she not cleaning it. Then she says, this is my shit. And this is all my furniture. And his shit's down in the basement. Y'all did not think. He did not think. He should have known what he was walking into. And that's why when you start dating, when you start meeting people, you need to clear that shit. You need to clear that whole conversation should be had. That's why you got to take your time and get to learn people. Someone said to me the other day that they were not evenly yoked. Talking about her relationship. They were not evenly yoked. That not only goes for marriage, that goes for boyfriend and girlfriend too. Right? You got to be able to have a conversation. Yeah. Like, I'm not staying with no guy who's trifling. Like, I'm not going to be around, I'm not going to live like that. I mean, some area around me has got to be clean. I can't live like that. It's ignorant, inhumane, not informative, and dumb as hell. When you get older, you make wiser decisions on where you move and who you move with. When you get older, you make wiser decisions about who you want to give your punani to or whatever. When you get older, look at men and you make wiser decisions on whether you're going to have a relationship with them or not. You ask them pertinent questions, deep questions. You ask them questions about everything. And then you go over to where he's living and you see how he's living, and then you determine from that whether or not you can fit in or get in or blend or any of that. I might not be the kind of person that like sweeping and mopping floors, but he do. So everything else I'm going to handle because the floors is going to be done by him. It ain't about the dick. And these horny, white liver having ass, nymphomaniac ass women and men do not think enough. Because they using their punanis and their dicks to think with. You got to go past that. You got to get into the crux of the issue. You got to get in the trenches with them. You got to figure out all that shit. Because you never know When he gonna flip? Or when a new motherfucker gonna show up? So you gotta go exploratory. You gotta go all the way there. I'm talking about nowadays. Before, people used to just come right out and be real about their shit. But they not like that no more. They not having that. They running in on some Sodom and some Gomorrah stuff. They running in with all of the freak shit. Or because they pussies is hot. Or because they horny. Because you going in thinking physical. You ain't thinking mental. Because if you was thinking mental and heart and spirit and soul, you would be trying to figure out or find out about that man before you go making the soul tie by fucking. Oh man, let me just keep it real with y'all. I just want somebody to Google soul ties. Get into the spirituality of stuff. When you have sex with somebody, you are sleeping with everybody that he slept with, and he's sleeping with everybody you slept with. Okay, we know that. But before you give up a piece of your punani, please know that you're giving up a piece of your soul, and that you now have a soul tie with that person. I believe that. You get with a guy and you don't know everything about him or not enough about him, and he got a hate on him. He got a demon in him. He got a succubus on him, or an incubus on him. If y'all don't know what that is, look it up. He got a sexual demon on him, or her, right? And you lay down with that. So everything that's foul and funky and nasty and fucked up is now on you too. That spirit is with you because you done connected in the physical and you went raw with it. Mixing fluids and juices, and you don't think that shit spiritually ain't gonna connect you to some foul shit? Oh, it's all good in the beginning, ain't it? Ooh, we fucking like rabbits. Ow, 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 right? I remember those days. And I kept thinking, what the fuck wrong? Seemed like something different. What is it? Could never put my finger on shit. But as I got older, I realized, nah, that motherfucker's foul. Whenever a man, I can't wait to get into it. Whenever you get a man and a man get a woman, right? And y'all talking to each other and y'all finding out everything each other got, like a guy, right? I mean, I don't want to have to draw a roadmap, but I would like to have a conversation about certain things. And I mean a deep and in-depth conversation. Not no shallow one. Not no kiki, you so cute, you so... Not one of them. I want to have a conversation where we dig deep. I want to ask you about certain stuff. I'm an inquiring mind. I ask questions, bold and direct. Can I say that when you get older and you gotta work, why would you want a man that don't have no job? You working. Ain't nobody said he gotta have a car and he gotta have this nice ass house. He could be rooming with some of his boys. He could be staying with his mom in a room. It don't even matter about that to me. That don't matter. What matters is you have an income and you taking care of your responsibilities. So before I can even think about having anything with you, I gotta know that you got something going on for yourself. I don't want a duffel bag boy. running around hitting licks and shit. Nigga, I want that check to be steady. Whenever you get into a situation with somebody and you are honorary enough to feel like you got to stash and hide shit, that's not a partnership. Whenever you feel like you can't accept certain things that a person does or says or acts, well, shouldn't you have figured that shit out the first time? All right, because everybody got to get a trial run, I think, sometimes. You did it the first time, it didn't work. What makes you think it's going to be working the second time if the person ain't changing and ain't nobody did nothing to change themselves? What makes you think that's going to still work? How? I know we ignore flags. I do too. I used to. Until I start waving a white flag and I surrender and I give up. You can't make no sense to a dumb motherfucker. Okay? He's an idiot. He's an imbecile. He don't get it. Then, let me go here for a minute. You want to talk about YouTube and AdSense checks and non-monetized channels and no commercials and this, that, and the third. And you, unless you got super chats coming through up in that motherfucker, there ain't no way you got $255 in a non-monetized account. You're not even able to get a fucking AdSense check. So why you playing the game? So then when the nigga say he want to file taxes on the channel that didn't even make $300, are you stupid, sick, silly, simple, or slow? Look, she gaming you. Because your dumb ass don't know. And then you speak to the masses and say that you got a non-monetized channel and you got $255 waiting for it, but ain't no super chat came through that motherfucker. Ain't no commercials, ads running on that motherfucker. So you ain't gonna have no money on there. Quit playing. What up, Miss B? How you feeling, baby? You feeling better? Any motherfucker that can live with a funky acting nasty ass motherfucker is nasty too. If you ain't trying to do nothing to clean up the situation and where you at, then you nasty too. But let me explain something to y'all. Bitch, you ain't the only one that been on this motherfucker a long time. You are not getting an AdSense check if you are not monetized. There ain't no money sitting over there because you're not monetized. You understand? Okay, good. It's coming. It's just slow. You drinking water and stuff? And did you get the lemon and start sucking on the lemon, Miss B? Did you suck on the lemon? I'm telling you, it works. Well, let me go on over here, down here, and go get his... Hold on. Let me get my ticket and shit together so I can get down there and get my ginger and shit together and come over there and get her ass well. Now, don't make me have to get on the goddamn... I can't ride. Don't make me have to get on the Greyhound bus because I ain't flying in this shit. Now I have to get on the Greyhound bus and come down there. I don't trust nobody. I'm getting ready to go get the lemon and the ginger and shit and rub your ass down in some THC cream all over your body and then wrap you up in the motherfucking blanket and turn the heat blanket on to about 10 and then turn the heat up and then close the door. And then I'm going to come back in there in 2 hours, whoop you down again. Don't make me have to let me get my shoes. And get my little overnight bag together. Shit. We supposed to be going to Lake Tahoe. She fuck around and try to get sick before we go. Now I got to sit up here and wait on her to get ready and everything. You know what I mean? Now she want to get sick and want to lay down. Ain't nobody tell you to lay down right now. I'm going to need you to get up. I love you, Miss B. I hope you get better. I'm waiting for you to come all the way back 100. But what I'm saying to y'all, for those of us who don't know, you're not getting an AdSense check unless you're monetized. And she's so stupid. She says she's not monetized. Then she said there's $255 over there. There ain't no money. If there is money over there, it came through a super chat. And you ain't gonna get the motherfucker unless you're monetized. Okay? Monetization, then they give you the AdSense shit, then they make you fill out all that out, and then they make you connect your bank with it, and then that's that on that. The reason why she ain't got the money is because it's not monetized. Even if you get a super chat, you can't get it out. Then she said something about them being 2 AdSense accounts. No shit, Sherlock. You should be glad they ain't investigated anymore and find out you ain't supposed to be on there anyway. Oh my God. And then you get mad. Because the motherfucker say you want to file taxes or something, $255 that you never even got out of the motherfucker because it's not there. When I first came back on my YouTube channel, okay, and they offered me the monetization, I said, okay, I'll take it. They offered me the monetization because they looked through the channel and they said it's about time we're going to offer it to her. So when they offered it to me, they immediately email or another link come on for you to go on and set up your AdSense account. You cannot set your AdSense account up unless you got a banking account. And in her position, she can't put another one in her name. If she had any motherfucking sense about herself, so busy trying to be in control of everything, she should put the motherfucking channel in Rax's name. Then he could have went down there, and then y'all could have worked y'all set, and then y'all probably could have got monetized. But you're not getting that money out of there because you haven't applied, because you're not monetized, because you ain't made no commercials on that motherfucker. How you gonna be monetized? How you gonna get an AdSense check when you ain't monetized? How is money in there unless you got a super chat? When I first came on back over to Beagle, with YouTube, I told y'all I had got to like $98 and they don't let you cash out unless you reach that threshold of $100. When I came back on here, I had $98 waiting in my motherfucking channel, right? But I wasn't monetized. But I was monetized when I made that money. So my AdSense information was still there. In fact, they're sending me links to let me know, well, you need to set up your account so you can pay out. So what did I do? I went over there, I put my bank account on it and all that shit, right? And it keeps adding up. He give you an estimate. If you're not active like me, I might get $2.33. Hold on. The lie, first of all, don't send people no false ass information, because they get the idea that all they gotta do is go live on YouTube and they gonna get paid. Oh, trust me, I thought the same thing. I thought it was gonna be easy as hell. I didn't know I was gonna get harassed by 5 channels at one time. I didn't know there was gonna be infiltrators coming in on this shit. I didn't know that people could take your picture and exploit your shit, your image to everywhere. I didn't know nothing about striking. I didn't know how to strike. I didn't know how to report. I didn't know how to do none of that. So I'm here, open, ready to learn, right? And then you run into a motherfucker to tell you some bullshit. You running around here telling motherfuckers that you got $255 on a non-monetized channel with no ads and with no super chats and with no memberships. How? Then you want to call somebody else an idiot because the bullshit game and line you try to run on the motherfucker ain't penetrate. Because if it don't sound right, it ain't right. Nothing is complicated. It's a process, right? As long as you complete the process in the correct way, you're going to get paid. All right. So they was talking about TikTok, right? Right? So I had a payout come on TikTok. Today is the payout. Everybody running around talking about Trump done took over payout and ain't nobody getting paid. Well, it's Wednesday. Payouts are on Wednesday. That shit hit my motherfucking account at 8 a.m. my time. Bullshit. They come out with the rumor and the rumor mill get to spread and spread and spread and spread and spread. If they don't pay people their money, they gonna get sued. Get the fuck out of here. These people ain't gonna do that. Well, if did nobody else get paid on TikTok, I did. My payout was in my account at 8 o'clock. Now, why I'm gonna go over here and tell people, oh yeah, they ain't giving nobody no money on TikTok, no psych. They might not have been trying to give you none, but they gave me mine. When I came on this motherfucker, I was coming on regular. Then I became Sugar the Lights, the 411, and the plug. Why? Because I want to give people accurate information and plug them into how that they can get here, here, and there, and there. How am I going to tell somebody the information, right? If I don't give people the resources to find the information for themselves so they can read it for themselves. You lying, telling these people that you cannot be monetized and you can still get an AdSense check. Bullshit. Bullshit. You can't. You ain't. Never gonna happen. Running around here telling people all this bullshit that ain't never gonna happen. And then you telling the man, and then when the man say that don't make no sense because it don't sound right, you get mad. What you get mad for? You mad because he's finding out the truth. That's all. And then you back, like, you know, with him comes his kid, comes his son. Y'all dealt with that before. See, if you come out here and you put your business out, Y'all know I know. Motherfuckers will come after you, both barrels blazing. But when you lie, bold face, like don't nobody know what the fuck is going on. Like you ain't gonna get called on that shit. So see, he back to that money. Cause you told him that you was making a lot of money. Well, I don't see super chats. I don't see memberships. If I'm on pocket watching, motherfucker, you can't tell me you making a lot of money off of this motherfucker because you not. Because I've been there. I already know how it go. This is the Amistad, the slave ship. And they work you like a Hebrew slave. You got to come on this motherfucker and spend a lot of hours in order to get a pay. Right? You got to have people that is going to click and watch and skip and listen. It's all a part of the algorithm. Okay? If you start getting subscribers and you got plenty of videos, they got at least 1K view or more, you're making a little something. But please believe me, if them motherfucking views ain't at 5K, 4K, if them views ain't at 9K, 8K, let's keep it for real. You're gonna make your money through the super chats and the cash apps. And they're taking 30% of the super chat. And then you go off of that. It's not about you being on this motherfucker 8 times a day, going to live for 2 days, for an hour, for a minute. It's not that. That's not it. It's not it. If she cut $1,000 in a month, that's lucky. I'd like to see the check. The fuck out of here. I have done 80 hours in the week on this bitch. Monetized, okay? And barely broke $78 in a month. And I didn't have a lot of views. Then I went and asked questions. Here we go. Because the chat thing down there, you can ask questions. And then they send you a thing and ask you if this is helpful. Yes or not helpful? No. Then you can go in a little bit deeper and find out some more. You gotta read. You gotta read it. There's absolutely no way. Like I said, unless you're getting super chats, there is no way that you're making any money that you can pull out. And what they tell you can't have 2 AdSense accounts, right? You can't. But you can have several channels and get paid off of all of them. Because all your channels go under one AdSense account. You can't have 2 AdSense accounts. And unless you got your regular account and some other motherfucking felonious shit, then you need to be adding it to that other motherfucking shit that's felonious. You can't come in and say you want one under Ichabod Crane and say it's your channel. If you got 5 different channels, they all under one name, one AdSense check. You dumbass. You can't go and get another AdSense check in another name or however and call it your channel when you're not allowed to be on here anyway. Ain't nobody dumb. It's only people that are not knowledgeable. What's up, Capri? It's only the people that's not knowledgeable. and don't know. And that's what we were all doing when we came on here. Nobody knew nothing. And people were getting close to their 1K. And I was in everybody's room saying, let me know what happened when you get to your 1K. And everybody got to their 1K said the same thing. It ain't what they thought. Everybody, not just one or two channels. When we was all out here trying to be up for monetization, we was all trying to get to the 1K. And then we got monetized. And then we found out that we gotta be on this motherfucker for at least 12 hours a day. That's just to get your views up. Get the hell out of here. Only way you gonna make any money on this motherfucker non-monetized is if you get cash apps. If you monetize, only way you gonna make anything off of it is you get super chats and cash apps. But you ain't gonna get rich from the AdSense checks. That's a fact, Jack. And I don't give a damn who the fuck saying something different. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. The Amistad. The slave shit. Why do I call it that? Because they work you like a Hebrew slave in order to get a little bit of motherfucking money. And then they make you get to $100 before you can even cash out. And if you get to $98.99, they still ain't going to give you the motherfucking money because you got to get over $100 threshold. How you going to do that when you ain't monetizing, you ain't running no ads? How? A portion of it comes from that. How? I can't stand motherfuckers that give people false shit. That's why I became an information channel. Because you're going to get the real. And then if I don't know it, we're going to look at the fuck up and read it together. We're going to all get an understanding of how this motherfucker work. How the wheels of the algorithm work. Why do I know that the algorithm will push your channel out if they see a lot of chat activity going on? Why do y'all see me when I go in Truth Hurts and she play the music? When I start spamming it up, when we all spam it up with the dancing emojis, that pushes her in the algorithm. Why do y'all think I come in there, bam, automatically thumbing up, automatically coming in with a big intro thing. Hey y'all, hey, same thing. Long as there's activity in your chat, that adds. But when there's no activity in your chat, the algorithm's gonna think ain't nobody watching you, ain't nobody talking to you, so we don't need to push you out there because your chat ain't active. You understand what I'm saying? This is people who are on the trail to get the AdSense check and they're worried about clicks and views. For me, myself, I don't want to do that. I don't want nobody sending no fucking super chat when they take 30% of your money and I never see it. Fuck, how the fuck y'all gonna take my tip? See, I'm just scrolling about a lot of shit that goes on in the back end of this motherfucking engine ass shit. But I do know a little bit about the algorithm. Shout out to Nate Gaskins for doing that video a long time ago that I always go back to. And the algorithm changes. The algorithm changes. Tripped out part. Had the little thing on TikTok about lips. I got 125,000 views on TikTok with that. When shit be trending and you start talking about it, right? And it's talked about on channels. If I say Truth Hurts all tea, no shade. I said it right. You think they ain't caught what I said? Alright. Let me tell you how much the motherfuckers is listening in and knowing in and how the motherfucking algorithm know what you're saying. Let's talk about it. Right? Say, for instance, you're on your YouTube and you're looking up boats, yachts. You want to buy a yacht. And you keep looking at it. You keep looking it up. You keep searching it. You keep doing it. Guess what's going to happen? The algorithm's going to catch what you're looking at, and then they're going to start suggesting boats to you. Just pay attention. The algorithm is going to know that you like looking at Vietnamese people building huts, and they're going to start suggesting it to you. If I keep having to go to, which is what I do, I go to my search engine, because when Lynn, y'all read what Lynn just said. Y'all, listen. If I go to the search, which is what I always do, and go through search and go to Truth Hurts, all tea, no shade. I went through the search engine to get to her channel. Okay? I don't go by the notification. I go to the search engine, which she's already there. And I tap on that search engine, and then it takes me to her channel. You know why I do that? Because of the algorithm. You're going to see boats at that part, Capri. They're watching. They looking at what you looking at. The notification bell. Great to have, right? Because you know when the person's coming live. But how can you help Truth Hurts get into the algorithm? I'm using Truth Hurts as an example. How can you help Truth's channel get suggested through the algorithm? By going to the search bar, typing in Truth Hurts, all tea, no shade, and then going to her channel. That's the algorithm. So I ain't got to worry about the notification bell. Why? Because the channel's going to pop up in my search. Her channel's going to pop up as soon as I go on my thing and I start scrolling. She's right there. Same thing for TikTok. Same thing for Facebook. Same thing for Instagram. Same thing for Twitch. Look. These social media apps are going to be owned by one entity because people is greedy and they see that the money is generating. And so what they're going to do is they're going to bring it in to one motherfucker, collects all the money, and then passes it out. Don't take a rocket science to figure that shit out, y'all. YouTube is owned by Google. Google gives you an AdSense check. Check out the goddamn, check out the flow, y'all. Google owns YouTube. What else y'all think? What else y'all think Google owns? Come on now. Come on, y'all gotta think outside the box. Every motherfucking thing that we do in this motherfucking world, y'all, is politically activated in some shape, form, or fashion. Y'all. Picture it. Now, TikTok, get ready to go down. President Trump come in. He makes sure TikTok stay up. What's gonna happen? President Trump gonna put somebody in? Who they put in? Some motherfucking body. Read it. Go look it up. They'll tell you. One motherfucker is gonna own TikTok because it's going to be taken over. It's already been taken over by the U.S. because they don't want foreigners coming in here making money no tax free. On TikTok, you gotta file taxes. On Bigo, you gotta file taxes. They ain't gonna let these foreigners come in and make all the motherfucking money and cut the motherfucking USA out of that. People are making money on TikTok. And wherever there's money, there's a motherfucking white man at the top trying to collect. Fuck what you heard. Y'all better get into it. It's all based. Y'all know what base? Like stock. It's all based. They do not want foreigners owning anything that the USA can get money on. So they're going to make sure that you file them goddamn taxes. And if you don't file them goddamn taxes and fill out that 1099, they gonna come back and they gonna sanction your ass because they all about the M-O-N-E-Y. Money is the root to all evil. Money is the gas that circulates all this shit that we dealing with over here. Huh? Money is the reason why a lot of this shit goes on. So when motherfuckers try to scam the scam, I'm just saying. You can't out-scam. Y'all know these motherfuckers is double dipping. If you ain't monetizing, ain't making no money, you throw the monetize on it, they making money. Every ad that comes across motherfucking Google's making money. Huh? They throw off a little bit to the peon and then they take 30% of your tip. Come on, we gotta think now. And then you get a dumbass motherfucker to come on and tell people that she made $255 on a non-monetized channel. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, then you're gonna see. I swear to God, y'all, don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Please, please, please don't believe these people. Because they're lying. They're lying. They're lying. They're lying, y'all. They lying. People be thinking about clicks and views. People think about all this other shit, but they don't think about the algorithm and how it works. When I first came on here, I ain't know nothing. I didn't even know how to say algorithm. Well, I forgot who it was that told me sugar is algorithm. That's why I didn't even know how to say it. The alkaline. I was saying all kinds of shit because people don't take the time to learn the algorithm. And you have to learn the algorithm because it changes. And they go with trending topics. And the only way the topics are trending is if everybody is mentioning it. The only way they can see or the algorithm can pick it up is if it's typed in the chat, in the hashtag, in the title, in the description. All of that shit works together. All of it works together. I used to think hashtags didn't mean shit. Now I know it do. Hashtag shit in the description. Hashtag it. Why? Because it'll pick it up by the algorithm, and the algorithm will start suggesting it to the people that say that same thing in your title. If I put in the title, I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it today. And I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to put in the title, B loves, I'm a good clickbait. B loves life is in a fight. Hashtag B love. Hashtag Nate. Hashtag drunk off the juice. Hashtag, you know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is hashtag everything pertaining to B loves life. And guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna be pushed out into the algorithm. And guess what's going to happen? People are going to come view it. Why? Because she's still trending. She's still trending. Her hashtag Be Loves Life will bring you a couple of views. A couple more than what you thought. It'll push you into the algorithm. Hashtag. I didn't know that. When you grow, you know. When you know, you grow. I just decided myself that I wasn't going to be in that. It's too much. I don't want to do it. I like my shit quick. I don't want to waste a lot of time. I already spent a long time on this motherfucker. And then in an instance, people can just ruin your whole motherfucking channel by saying, don't go to her, don't go to her. And if we see you in her, we ain't going to let you in ours. And people are following and scared because they want to be a part of something. A lot of people don't get attention. So they'll start super chat you so they can get attention. A lot of people don't get attention. So they'll become a member so they can dig up in your shit to get in your information. A lot of people do a lot of shit for a lot of different reasons. And a lot of it ain't because they like you. There's a lot of followers. That's why people say my followers, my supporters. Because they ain't never gonna get up on the motherfucking panel. They ain't never gonna get, you know what I'm saying? Those are people that don't. They want to be supporters. They want to be in there. They want to do that. Just like I tell y'all, don't worry about doing no memberships over here. Don't worry about doing no super chats over here. Don't worry about doing none of that over here. Because that's not what I'm over here for. I like it low and slow. I like just a little bit of quality people. I don't need a lot. I can't do it. I can't spend time like that. I gotta go to work. Shit. I can't do all of that. I wish I could. But I gotta go to work. And I can't rely on the generosity of others. I gotta let that white man let me clock in. Cause I know every 2 weeks my money coming. Miss Tia! What up, baby? I want y'all, let me make sure I got it right, cause I'm gonna tell y'all what to do. No, matter of fact, fuck that. I know what I'm gonna do. Fuck that shit. Hold on. Because I know I ain't going to be on here too much longer, y'all, because I'm going to try. Hey, I'm snowed in, and I'm not driving my car in this ice, but I'm getting ready to make a test run to see if I can get up out of here. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me see here. I got to go through what I did. Oh, shit. Okay, how do I do it? Okay. Alright. She says she's gonna do a better job at this than me if she hasn't done it already.
Well, then you download whatever you need to do.
Hold on.
But he's jumping the gun talking about tax money. What the fuck? Tax money is he gonna get out of $255? And mind you, some of those videos I made after our channel was over with. So mind you, some of those videos was just me on our channel. Because I had to upload. They said if I didn't, I was going to lose the channel. Come on, y'all. I don't have a reason to lie about anything. I know how this shit works. I've been doing this shit for 2.
Lie number 1. They are not going to tell you that. They are not going to tell you if you don't start uploading videos, you're going to lose your channel. That's a lie.
Long.
Let's go back.
It's under somebody else's name. Duh. Shit. Stupid as fuck. Some people mentality with his door open, him in his car. I'm not no punk bitch. I say whatever the fuck I want to say. This is my house. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. And everybody know that shit. Bitch, you got it all fucked up. Ain't no punk bitch here. I'm trying to tell him. I said I'm gonna come put the shit in a video. He know. Whatever he wanna know. But all I know is that he ain't finna file no motherfucking taxes under my name. I'm not even doing it. Come on, man. Y'all saw that channel. Come on, man. Damn, we did some videos on there. Yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous. We did some videos on a channel. Okay, that's not even monetized.
Period. Did y'all hear that? We doing videos on a channel that's not monetized, meaning that there's no ads running through, meaning that you can't even get a goddamn super chat. So how did you make $255? I ain't even got to say nothing else. But the name of the video is called This Man Think He Can File Taxes. And I just want y'all to go over there and check that out. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like too many lies in that. And you're telling the people false information. And that is so fucked up. Because how is anybody going to think that they got a chance, a snowball's chance in hell, on getting on here and thinking you going to make some money? And guess what happens, y'all? They get on this motherfucker and they get severely disappointed. It's a kick in the face. It's a kick in the teeth. Your whole foot's in your mouth. You can try. You can try if you may. You can listen to this hoe. And there's a whole lot of more people out there lying the same goddamn way. Giving people dreams and aspirations of being a big YouTuber knowing they don't stand a snowball's chance in hell. It's a luck of the draw. People been on here for years. Actively at it. And ain't even bust 10, 11K, 20K, 30K on a subscriber, and they've been on this motherfucker for 10 years, I'm just saying. And they've been diligently working at it. They give you sips and they give you dribbles. And they expect you to be on this motherfucker until you can't talk no goddamn more. And then you get this effer who gives you the wrong information. I can't stand it. Y'all got to get out of here. I got to see if I can ride in this car. I appreciate y'all for coming in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Catch it on the replay. But if you want to listen to a false information ass having motherfucker, go listen to her ass. You can't even get a super chat if you ain't monetized. How are you going to make money off of a channel that has no ads? Y'all got to make that make sense. That's the information for today. I'm just going to say my outro anyway. Y'all be nice. Y'all be kind. Y'all stay blessed, okay? Remember, each one reach one so that each one can teach one. We got one love. That's God's love, y'all. And I swear we lucky just to have that one. And I'm going to start saying my outro because my outro is actually a prayer. Okay, y'all, I'm out of here. Peace out. Stay safe. And thanks for the thumbs up. And thank you, Lady Marie, for telling me it's a great live. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all like God loves y'all. So I want everybody to be safe. And if you're snowed in, just be careful. All right? Ain't nobody trying to have no car accident, trying to go to work or no shit like that. That shit gonna be there. All right. I love y'all. One love. Peace out. Yeah, lying ass motherfucker. You gotta lie to people.